Um, yeah, it does.
It looks like we are sitting beside. Oh, there I went. It looks like
You
we're.
went.
Oh, I just got to turn my blur off. But it looks like we're sitting beside each other. Oh my gosh. I'm about to. There we go. Okay. All right. We
Boom,
got
right
the.
now.
I mean, we got the U.S. colors. I think we also have the Italian or the French colors on this.
This could be
So,
Italy. No, it's not Italy. There's no green.
oh, Italy does that. This would be like France.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Oui,
okay.
oui.
We
Oui, oui.
I don't even need to. But what's up, dude?
What's good, man? Hey, bro, we've been kind of missing each other for a little bit, man. I guess we're probably gonna miss each other a little bit more. What's
Yeah,
been
dude,
going on with you? What's been going on, bro?
having to do this one from the house because why do I keep disappearing?
It's a magic trick. I like it.
Yeah. Yours is like so clean and just like on your background, and the mine's like, oh, where's he at? Where'd he go? Uh yeah, man, so we're doing having to do this one from our houses because I am leaving in the morning bright and early and going to Dallas and then leaving from Dallas and heading to Rome.
To
So
Rome,
yeah,
Italy. That is
yeah.
crazy. That is
So
crazy fun.
it's wild, man, but I am yeah, excited. We're leaving like I said, so we leave. What's crazy is we leave in the morning and then I'm gonna have to take that off because it's driving me nuts the disappearing. Um so we leave on a like at 10 o'clock here, or I'm sorry, 12:30 here. We get to Dallas whatever time one, then we leave there. We leave by 2:30 from Dallas. Well, we leave at 2:30, so in Italy it's 9:30. So we fly basically all day, not like I don't know kind of how to
It's
it's a
yeah,
10
it's
it's a 10
like,
and a half hour flight.
is it forward in time or are you going
Forward.
back in time?
Yes. So what's crazy is when we land in Italy or in Rome, it will be, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to remember all the times, but I think when we land there, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, Friday morning. But we're gonna feel like it. I mean, it's 2 o'clock in the morning our time. So it's gonna be middle of the night for us, but we're gonna be over in Italy starting a brand new day. So
That's pretty awesome. That's
yeah,
pretty awesome. It's
except
awesome to get ahead of time.
not as young as it used to be though. I mean, that's gonna be you're talking about essentially being up for 24 hours that first day. You won't get jet lag when you are just exhausted.
So so how long is the flight? Is it 13
It's,
hours?
no, it's like 10 and a half. I
10
think
and a
it's 10
half
and a half
hours.
ish, yeah.
That's crazy, man.
So it's I mean it's a long flight, but it's also one of those where we're on the flight, then when we finally get back or whenever we leave. So when we leave from Rome to come back here, we fly. I mean, we're in the air for 10 and a half hours, but we do it all in the same day. So we leave there the morning we leave at like I want to say 11. We fly all the way back here and we land at 10:30 at night the same day.
That's crazy.
So,
That's
yeah.
crazy. No, but that's fun, man. Are you excited?
Yeah, I am. It's not a trip that I ever would have thought I would be going on, and we were lucky to kind of to get it last year at a cystic fibrosis event, and so us and three other couples are going. It's going to be fun. I think we're going to have a really good time. It's going to be culture shock for me. I mean, I've been out of the country one time, and that was we went on our honeymoon to Cozumel, which is, I mean, I know it's Mexico, but it's such a touristy spot. It really kind of felt, other than being beautiful, it kind of felt like we were at the beach here. So this is the first time for me to legit go out of the country.
I love Cozumel, by the
Not
way.
the longest flight. We went to Maui once when we first got married. I won a trip actually through my work, and so we went to Maui and we flew from Dallas all the way to Maui. That was like I want to say that was like an 8-hour flight. So I've been on long flights before. I thought this one, like you said, 13 hours. I thought this was going to be super long, but it's not too bad. So it'll be fun. We got a few things planned when we get there. I know the trip we bought. So Saturday. So we get there Thursday, obviously, or Friday morning, and we got this villa, and it's got a pool, and so it's like this really sweet little spot that we're gonna have. We have two chefs that are coming to the villa on Saturday to make like a four-course, uh, truly traditional Italian meal, which is really cool because it's like I saw the menu. It's a bunch of stuff that I can't even pronounce. I was like, I don't even know what some of this stuff is. The guy said, and it's funny because they come from California because the two chefs said, hey, we actually just got back to the States. We're in California. We normally fly over there, once a month or something like that to do
They do
these.
that once a month.
Yeah. Well, I think the way they told me is like they spend half the month here and half the month in Italy. And so he said, "Hey, do you want the menu, or do y'all have any allergies?" We're like, "No, no allergies." And they said, "Do you want the menu?" And I kind of chuckled because I was like, "I mean, you could send it, but I mean, it's not,
Can't even
it's
read it.
not, yeah, it's not
Just
like
make
I'm
sure
gonna
it's good.
know whatever it is." But I'm just like, is there meat? Is any of this meat? And they're bringing bottles of wine, so it'll be cool. Be a really neat experience. And then I don't really know. Everybody else has kind of got the schedule planned. I didn't even really know what to try to plan or get excited about, or I mean,
Yeah,
everybody wants
yeah.
to go, but hell, I don't even know what there is to do. But then one day we rented Vespas,
What's there to do
and
around here?
yeah, I'm like, do you just eat pasta and pizza and drink wine all day? So we're renting little scooters, little
Yeah,
Vespas,
yeah, yeah.
and we're gonna all like drive around. I think we get to go on a wine tour while we're doing it. We get to do like wine tastings, but also some kind of like hors d'oeuvre tastings as well. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be cool. We tried to none of the girls that it's four couples, and so none of the girls wanted to drive their own. So we were all going to try to ride together. None of us were even considering the weight limit. And I say that very respectfully, as in it's not. I mean, most of the guys that are going, well, that's a lie. Two of us, me and one other guy, we're basically almost to that weight limit by ourselves.
Mm,
So it was kind of one of those where
mm.
we weren't going to be able to put the wives on there, or if we hit a hill, we were going to have to jump off and push. So we actually all got our own. Everybody's riding their own. So
Oh
uh,
man, that's gonna
it's
be
gonna
like the
be
movies, bro. It's gonna be
oh,
amazing.
except you know how like everybody's flying down and they're like kind of got their hands off the Vespas, and that's gonna be us. And then you're just gonna see like boom, 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 like
Oh
just
no.
just bumping
It'll go
around. So
viral. It may go viral.
oh, hey, that's what we're hoping for. That's what
Virality.
yeah, we just want to be viral.
That's
Um,
dope.
but yeah, I didn't think about when we got the trip. The trip's in itself's expensive, but you don't think like I didn't think about any of the other stuff that comes with it. Like that
Like what?
you well, so a good friend of mine, she was a travel agent, and she was a customer of mine when I had the insurance company, and she's retired now, and her husband actually is a chef. And so I will occasionally get like from time to time him and I'll connect, and like he called me and said, hey, I've got some homemade marinara, some homemade salsa, like all this. He makes homemade limoncello,
Mm,
like alcoholic drink that's so good.
mm,
And he said, hey, I just killed a deer, and I've got some venison for you, and I've got the marinara and salsa and all this stuff. So we met, and she was with him, and we're catching up, and I told her we were going, and she said, and they started just rattling off things that we hadn't thought of, things that we weren't even prepared for, like and stuff that you're probably going to hear and go, well, yeah, you got to check on that. We didn't even think about it.
give me a couple.
Calling your phone AT&T and just letting them know that you're going out of the country, which come to find out the way it's set up now, like back in the day, because she said make sure you tell them, because if not you'll come back to $1,000 phone bill or something. I'm like, well, I don't want that. And so I went up to the store, and they actually were like, hey, once you use it out of the country, it's set up now to where you just get we get charged $12 a day for my phone, and then Casey's phone will be $6 a day. So it's like they already have it set
They
up. We
have
don't
it
actually have
accounted
to
for.
call. Yeah. And then she was like, call your credit card company, because if they like all of a sudden see you're charging it in another country and they shut it down, I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. Well, they're the same way. They're like, once they see the pattern. If you're using it like at airports and then you're flying, you don't really have any issues. Now, if you just don't use it and all of a sudden you're in the middle of
In
Italy,
Rome.
yeah, when in Rome, you know what I mean? Um, and another thing is the outlets. Apparently, some of the hotels and places like that in Europe have different outlets than here. So if you don't have the adapters, you can't plug your phone chargers into them.
Is
Like you
that
can't
right?
plug. Yeah, so you can't plug your phone chargers in because the outlets don't match up. Again, I don't know anything about that. Um, a couple other things. International. If you're going to rent a car, which we are, we're renting a van, so we can all ride together. You got to have international driver's license. You can't just have your driver's license
So
doesn't
who
work
had to
over there.
apply for a driver's license?
So my buddy James did, and one of the reasons is because standard vehicles are cheaper than automatics, and automatics are also harder to find over there, especially in a van. And so he's one of the only ones that, like, I've done it once or twice, but not very well. And so he was the only one that felt comfortable doing it. So he applies for the international driver's license. And then the last thing, probably the most important, she said, "Hey, did you get medical insurance?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, I have mine." And she said, "Well, yours won't work over there." And so she's telling me you got to get, it's primary, not secondary. And if they over there, basically, if something major happens and you don't have any kind of insurance, they want payment up front before they'll do anything. And I don't know situationally what that looks like, or if they would, how that is, but I don't want to be in that situation trying to go, oh my gosh, well, let's come up with 60 grand right now to get this surgery or get
To,
this operation or
to keep
whatever it
your
is.
leg on, to keep your
Yeah,
to
because I
keep
had
your
a
leg
freak
attached.
I had a freak Vespa accident, and
Your
so
legs hanging on by a thread.
I'm like, hold on one second, I ain't got the right insurance. Let me get my card. So they're like, excuse me, Blue
Gosh.
Cross Blue Shield does not work over here, sir.
No,
But
that sounds
so
fun though,
yeah,
bro.
like that's why I'm glad I ran into her, because there was, I mean, so many things that she said that once she said it, it just, I was like, duh, like, what are we, yeah, like that makes sense. So got all that taken care of. We got the passports. We're packed. Well, we're packing. Me and Casey are we're the couple that we pack like well into the night before. So,
There's nothing
and
wrong with that.
I'm not
So
ashamed to say she packs my bags.
there's nothing wrong with that. So Tiffany typically packs my bags, or at least has to check. So she checks everybody's bags. It's kind of like Home Alone, you
Oh
gotta
yeah.
make sure the bags are
Or we'll get
together.
there and I won't have underwear,
We'll get
or
there. I won't have a toothbrush. Like,
Yep.
and so,
Oh,
yeah,
I got a side question. Do y'all share a toothbrush?
absolutely not. We have the same toothbrush.
No, 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 no. So if you forgot one,
Oh, if I
you would
forgot a
have to go.
toothbrush,
You'd have to go buy one. Y'all wouldn't just use one the whole trip
I'm
together.
buying. I know I'm buying one. I'm
Oh yeah,
buying like a little.
we only pack one toothbrush
You only pack one toothbrush.
when we go anywhere. If it's a weekend trip, if it's like this trip, if it's we're going down to a friend's house across town that we're staying the night at with the kids and we're all hanging out.
Jason, I'm kind of appalled.
I never really thought it was a big deal till I started telling people, and everybody's saying the same things. They're like,
No,
"That's
hold
disgusting."
on, hold on. Time out. Time out.
Yeah, we
Okay,
we share a
so
toothbrush.
so wake up, morning breath. You've got morning breath. I know women don't have morning breath.
Balls.
Well, you wouldn't know that they did if you had separate toothbrushes. But
Well,
if you're sharing a toothbrush, you know.
so yeah, so if, in that case, now I will say this: we're not at night, like before we go to bed and we're brushing, like it'll basically be whoever's finishing hands it off, the other one brushes. Like it's back to back. Like we're still standing there with each other when it's happening. In the mornings, I don't know if it's just subconsciously we do this or if it's because we're both kind of thinking your breath stinks. I can't believe I'm about to do this. But we don't like hand it off back and forth. Like
It's
she'll
like
brush and like I'll kind of it's almost like that towel. Like even though I know she was clean when she dried off, the fact of me grabbing it to dry my face off makes me be like, oh, it's the same with the toothbrush. It's like I've shared it a million times before, but I also don't want to.
You don't want to see it.
I don't want to do it.
You don't want to see it happening right
this
then.
This is the perfect analogy. So when you go to the bathroom number 2 and the toilet seat is warm, even though you know other people use it, it's not. But when it's warm, it makes it a little bit more real because you know somebody was just there.
Yeah,
that's what it's like. So if that toothbrush is still wet in the mornings, I'm like, oh.
What was the girl? Goldilocks. Like you know that there's been a bear there.
Yeah, I'm like I know you feel it's that warmth underneath you. I'm like that's uncomfortable. I'd rather have that cold because that uncomfortable feeling of man, somebody was just sitting here too. Ah,
oh man, that's
I'm just
crazy.
immediately like people are disgusting. Like this is awful. Yeah, if it's a public bathroom and it's cold or it's warm, I'll almost get physically nauseous.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah,
every time.
So,
but so one toothbrush. That's interesting, man. I guess that's one way to to pack light. I guess.
Well, that's because probably in her suitcase right now, I had to sit on her suitcase.
So literally, a toothbrush probably like an extra probably would not fit.
He popped the seams. In fact, if I had to guess, the toiletries are probably going in my bag. Cause see, that's how it is on this trip. It's such a long trip, and it gets expensive if you're trying to pack a bunch of bags. So we got one bag apiece that we're checking, and we'll have like a backpack that we're carrying through. But it kind of feels like her bag gets full of clothes and shoes, and sometimes not even shoes, sometimes clothes. And then my bag gets, oh, hey, I forgot to put this in. Hey, can you put this pair of boots in yours? Hey, and next thing I know, I've got 2 pairs of shorts and 6 shirts, and that's what I got to make last for the whole trip. So
that's crazy. Hey, hold on. I'm about to have a guest come over. Does he want to be over here? He wants a bottle. So this is one of the perks of doing the dad's corner at the house is that you get to actually be a dad while you do this thing. So we will be right back after these messages. And we're back. Man, that was cool. That was really cool that we could do that. That we could even do that. I don't even know what's gonna go right there, but it's gonna be awesome.
So yeah, we're sharing a toothbrush, and that's one of our weird quirks. So.
Dude, that is something that's awesome. It's awesome that y'all have staked the flag on that mountain right there, on that hill.
Yeah, it kind of opened the doors to some other things I wasn't prepared for. So I'm kind of a cheapskate, and I don't buy. Yeah, dude, I know. Brace yourself. But razors are super expensive, in my opinion. Way more expensive than what I feel like they need to be. And they keep adding more blades, but it seemed like
they're not really doing the job.
Right. I mean, back in the day, they just had one blade. But so I buy them like the Sam's Club, where it's like 30 of them in a bag or something like that. And they're disposable ones, but you can get like 3 or 4 uses, 5 uses out of them. Well, I started noticing them in the shower, and I don't use them in the shower. And so she only, I don't think sometimes they get their full use, and I'm going through them razors a lot quicker now.
Oh, no.
So I know, I think I'm going to have to tell her, like, we can keep sharing a toothbrush, but
what that made me think of? Those commercials, those Old Spice commercials, like, she's using my Spice.
Who's been using my Old Spice? And the driver's like, oh, it was me. And he gets out and she's like, thanks for covering. I'm like, yeah, put my damn Old Spice back in.
Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's what
that just made me think about like shaving though. So I'm excited to teach my son how to shave, but he's gonna have to learn how to, like, so I don't use a razor. My barber uses a razor.
And you've been to him recently.
Oh man, I'm crispy right now, bro. I'm so crispy right now. I'll tell you why in just a second.
And we've had a few
Well,
conversations. I'm glad this is making it to the dad's corner because it's about time that we broke some stereotypes between the black and white barbers and
so
I'm about to
so
come to your guy.
that's where I wanted to get to too as well. Like so hair period. So like I will break out if I shave the wrong way. Like if I don't
Hmm.
shave right, I'll break out real bad. And I know a lot of black people break out with like hair bumps and stuff. And so
Hmm.
I'll just use clippers, edgers.
See,
To
sometimes that
stay
bothers
clean.
my skin worse.
Does it?
A little bit, yeah.
So there are certain razors
I mean,
and
yours is like down to the skin. Like
so
that's
it
straight
is.
razored right there.
It is. And I like it down to the skin here. My mustache is kind of thin on this camera though. Like it's weird.
It kind of looks like
I
you.
it's not that. It is not that.
I'm just saying, it is really thin on the camera, and so I kept looking and thinking he must have drank something before he got on there. It's like a little like he ate some ice cream with Hershey's on it, and he got a little bit of a dab will do him right here
Oh,
on the top.
Dabba that's what we start calling it, that little Dabba do you. No, it's there. It's there over here. The camera is
I
highlighting
thought you was
right
maybe
here.
working on something. I didn't know. I was scared to even ask what if you was gonna have to start making it wider. Anyways, so
Oh man, but no, we definitely are gonna do some segments on barbershops and what that is. Like barbershop is it's almost a rite of passage. Like it's
it's
really fun.
different. It's
It's
different
really
in the
fun.
communities.
Culture.
Yeah,
Culture.
y'all's is so much more. It's like you said, a rite of passage, but it's also more of like a brotherhood, and just like you're going in there
That's
to
right.
shoot the bull and to just talk nonsense and stuff that you do with your buddies. Except you're sitting there, you're getting a haircut, you're getting lined up, and uh, it's just not like
I tell you
it's
what,
not like that for.
people know the most about their clients are bartenders and barbers. I'm telling you. Like you divulge, you share, like you listen, it's fun, it's a whole bunch of stuff, debates, recent events, current event, it's just it's life, man. It's fun. So yeah, we'll have to definitely dig into that a little bit
Dude,
more.
we should go. Yeah, we should do one. Spot is his name, right?
Yeah, Spider.
Yeah, we should do one where it's the whole thing. Me getting in, like me walking in, because I'm going with you. I'm not just gonna show up. Like I'm going with you.
No, we'll go.
It's gotta be. I want to make sure I'm initiated with somebody that I know. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to get. It's straight razor right here. Kind of. I got my hair goes so many different directions. You want to talk about razor burn? That's crazy right there. But man, having like the lineup right here,
Oh,
and
it's different.
I get a fade all the way up. So I'm
It's
excited
different.
to see.
And he's good, man. He's good. He's like, I sat down yesterday. He was like, summer or winter. We're right there on the edge. Like, which cut you going with? I said, man, give me the winter cut.
Well, see, I don't even know what that is. What's
And
summer
so
or winter? See, I get the
the winter cut is a
same.
little bit longer up top,
Okay.
and still got the fade. It's more of a drop, and this is my winter cut. But my summer cut is like
Hmm.
wavelength. And
Okay.
so you want a barber that knows your summer and winter cut. You know what I'm saying?
See,
Like
but I wouldn't even, and that's not even anything against the girl that I go to. I didn't even know there. I would just get the same thing year round. Now, back in the day, I used to shave my head. Like I did it myself. In college, I was like, man, I just bought my own clippers. I was like, I'm
did
not
you
paying
ever miss
somebody
a
to do
pat did you
this.
ever miss a patch or anything?
100%, especially about right here. About that one area where you did all this and you could tell if you had some stragglers right here or on the back, and you could even turn like this
But
and
there's
turn
that
like
one
this,
spot.
but right here And
Well,
you
your
know what?
peripheral doesn't work.
Well, and I wouldn't notice it until I got there and I was like, I would be in class and I'd go, oh
Oh my God.
no. And once you feel it, then you think that you're walking around with this like big old cone on the back of your head because you're like, I know everybody knows that I missed it. And then you get back and you like take the clippers and go over it, and this huge chunk falls down, and you're thinking, what happened the
That's
first time?
that's been there the whole day. Oh,
Yeah, and you're
man.
like, geez, this is ridiculous. But yeah, you talked about teaching your sons how to shave. I'm excited about that cope right now. So whenever I shave, the guard that comes on it. So
Yeah.
I take and I get shaving cream lathered up and I like put it all over his face, and I give him the guard because I remember that's what my dad did for me. Like he was always shaving, and I was like, man, I want to shave, I want to shave. I always thought it was so cool, and now that I've been shaving, I'm like, I hate it. I wish it would stop. Like I wish I didn't have to shave so much. But I remember like taking that plastic thing and like shaving, and so he'll stand in the mirror, like I'll be at the sink and he'll be standing right here on the counter looking, and he's doing it all and he's going this way. And of course I watch him and I'm like, if you shave your face like that, you are going to be bleeding by the
Yeah.
time you're done. But it's a cool rite of passage just to have. So
No, it's really fun, and I mean, just I don't know, just that thought of it, just that it is a men's rite of passage, and showing them that, and I think everybody's done that where they've got their kid right there and they're shaving and they're watching them and just paying attention. And I don't know, it's just fun. It's pretty cool. So I am super excited. This weekend is my 20th high school reunion. 20 years.
dang, I thought you were a couple years older than me, but mine's next year.
How you're 37?
7?
Okay.
How old are you?
Yeah, 38. We're right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
20, dude, that's crazy. 20. Where y'all is it like a
It's
big group getting together or
it is. So it's back at my hometown in McAllister, Oklahoma. Um gonna be a lot, like there's a lot of the people that I grew up. I'm looking forward to the stories. Um, I've got a
yeah.
few stories that I'm gonna like drop on some people. I can't, man. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. We're gonna
Well,
catch
can
this
you
football
drop can you
game.
drop any of them stories here?
Yeah. So I got a friend named Matt. And Matt is a big dude. He was like our linebacker. He was, I mean, super athletic for as big as he is, super fast for as big as he is. And there was this one time, man, we were in our like intramurals. Can you say that word? Intramurals? Intramurals.
Intramural? Yeah.
We were in
I
our
noticed that I wasn't gonna say anything. I noticed that you
we
struggled
were
a
in
little
our
bit through it.
we were in our
Ah,
intramurals.
I thought it's a good thing he's at his house because he just had a little mini stroke. Like I
We were
don't
in
know
our
if he's
intramurals.
yeah. We
So
was playing.
we were in gym basically.
Come on, radio.
Um, so and at this time, I'm trying to I'm trying to think of what grade we're in. So I believe that we're in the ninth grade. We're at Parker. We're in the ninth grade, and I'm dunking. Like, well, we've got a couple of us that can touch the rim, but like, and
You're dunking in ninth grade?
yes, I had my first dunk in a game in the eighth grade.
Whatever, dude. We'll talk about dunking here in a minute.
Oh, it's different, bro. So yeah,
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
I'm like doing crazy dunks in the ninth grade, like crazy.
Whatever. Whatever, dude.
Like I'm jumping up from one side, going under, and dunking it on the other side. Bro, I was doing some crazy stuff. It was fun. I had a little mini windmill in the ninth grade. Um, so no, but a lot of people would go up and they would just be touching the rim. Like it may have been one of those days that we didn't have the ball or something, and they're doing like style points, touching the net and stuff. Like we had like the little hop thing, so you get to see what your vertical is. All this stuff is right there. Well, Matt takes off from the other end of the court, full speed. He's running. This dude is super athletic, Jason, but he like you can be real athletic in other places, but then not
Hmm.
know how to like really how to jump high. Like you can know how to jump, but you don't know how to jump high. And there's a different type of, like, your body contorts a different way. And so he jumps, but he jumps running full speed. And so he jumps with a high trajectory. Like, so he's going, he grabs the net and grabs
Um,
the rim and lets go of both.
ah,
And he is like this in the air, dude. Like, and oh my gosh,
there's no
he
good
hit,
landing.
he hit, and it's silent. Like everybody sees it, and it's silent. And he hops straight up, and he's like, he just kind of shakes it off, and then and we just going like, then everybody just kind of starts laughing because it's Matt. Like this dude is, he's a beast. No, I can't. I like that story right there. There's just a whole bunch of stuff, bro. There's so much stuff, and it's all gonna
Dude.
come to a head. I'm excited to hear some of the stories that I'm in because I know I've got some crazy stories. Um,
Well, that's funny. That story right there. So the two the comedians, Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, so they were having a dunk contest. So they were seeing who could dunk the height, like the tallest. And so they started off kind of low and they worked their way up. And have you ever seen the video of Tom Segura when he all right. So they get I don't remember what level they were at, but it was basically Bert couldn't dunk it. So all Tom had to do was go dunk it at this level and it was over. And so he gets kind of a running start as he plants. Okay, his patella tendon tears in his leg.
uh,
So he tries to jump, and when he tries to jump, he like he doesn't get off the ground at all. He like basically goes to plant and jump and just goes down, right? So he goes down while he's falling, falls on his arm underneath him. His arm falls underneath him as he falls. In that one dunk, he tore his patella tendon, and then in the same arm, he like broke his clavicle or he broke the bone in
oh
his
my
arm.
God.
And so the doctor was like, the only reason you even hurt your arm is because the patella tendon, like you couldn't tell from the video that his anything happened to his leg. It just looked like he slipped and didn't get off the ground and landed awkwardly. But the problem was his leg gave out, popped that tendon, and so
I
it was
know
just
that
bad.
move. I've seen that. Like, I feel like I think everybody's like, yeah, I don't know. We call it a flat tire. Like you just had a little flat tire.
Oh, like you got shot, like you got hit in the
Like,
back
oh,
of
bro,
the yeah.
it's the craziest thing. It really
Yeah.
is.
But yeah, so and I sent you the video. I'm up to almost 9.5 feet.
I saw that, bro.
And I mean it's not beautiful, but the ball I one stepped it too. There was no run.
That's what I was gonna tell you. So I can help you get about 2 more inches just from what I saw.
All right, but you never told me what it was
I
though.
know it because we had to be on camera for me to tell you. So you have got to get animated. And when I say animated, it has to be almost
Like
like
I'm trying to be funny.
like super extra. So
Okay.
go low, get as low as you can and explode up. Like, I mean, that is really a major key because you obviously somehow, I don't know how you did it, but you have a little bit of rise in you, Jason. I didn't know. I didn't know.
If I drop some LBs, I'd have a lot more rise. But
100%.
well, so I had that goal at the house and it was on. I couldn't tell what it was on because there's no like numbers on it. It was just I was dunking it easy. And I was really hoping that that was 9 feet. And then when I raised it and dunked it, I was like, oh my God, I just dunked 10 feet because it's in the yard, it's on the driveway. Like I could tell it was not obviously 10 feet, but I thought, man, I'm maybe close. And so I got the tape measure and it was 8 like originally. And so I was like, shoot. So I raised it one and it goes a half an inch each time. So it's like 8.5. Bah! It got to 9, dunked it, and I was like, I'm about to video. I'm about to send to Tony, let him know I ain't forgot about it. I still got 2 months and it's gonna happen. So
So there's a difference between 9.5 and 10. And the difference
I know.
is the ball getting over the rim. So a lot of people
Yeah.
can touch 10. You got to get that ball over the rim.
Yeah.
Um, no, man.
I plan on throwing it off the backboard.
Let's go.
I
That's
plan
one
on
of the best
coming
ways.
I plan on going left side, left-handed, like hitting right at the top of the backboard or the square, it coming off, me catching it right-handed.
That was one of my dunk contest dunks. But I would bounce it off the ground, hit off the square. I'd grab it on the other side of the rim and
Yeah.
bro,
Oh,
that's
I
such a
mean,
fun dunk.
yeah, it's gonna happen. I'm
I'm
almost
excited.
there.
I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you.
So
Well, shoot, bro. I'm excited for Italy. I'm excited for this
yeah.
reunion. I'm excited for the dad's corner and I don't know, this is kind of fun. I kind of like the remote view.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to do a little something different and just kind of keep it light and everything that's going on just with our lives. And I've even got a couple more stories we can do next time just on hunting. Hunting season just started and having kids and trying to get them involved in things that you like to do and seeing if it's going to be something that they're interested in.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Um, so yeah, bro. I don't know. I think that that's the dad's corner, man.
Hey man, shut the
Close.
dang
Oh, hold
door.
on. Look, go it again.
So yeah, man, just super crazy, you want to talk about it or you want to go right past it? Hey, you're muted. Now you're muted. I mean, get it together.
I don't know what's going on right now. You know, it's been a long day, Jason. It's been a
Hey,
long day. Came home from work, ate. I mean, I'm blessed enough to have come home to a nice dinner, mashed potatoes, corn, stuffing, chicken. I was blessed enough to do that. And then, I got to hug my kids and all that stuff after a long day of work. And then I got to talk to what I would consider one of my really good friends on a podcast. Um, and I just kind of got caught up in the moment. I don't know. I don't know how to explain what just took place.
I'm
Um,
not gonna say that I'm mad, but I'm a little disappointed.
the disappointed at it. Not the disappointment.
Just saying,
Um,
like I'm looking at you,
do I look
but I'm
tired?
not. But I'm not looking at you.
Do I look tired?
You didn't
This
until
is
I
my
heard you say, close the door. Because
I
as
didn't even
fathers,
say
we're
it.
always like, hey guys, hey kids, you want to close the door? No, that's not what we say, Tony.
That's not what we said.
We say,
Shut the
shut the
dang
dang
door.
door.
I'm sorry, man.
Hey,
The dang
don't
door.
forget, go buy the merch. Hats and shirts are flying. Thank you so much for
Go
everybody's bought
buy the
them.
merch, hats and
Go get
shirts.
go get them back there. / merch, thedadscorner.com /
Backslash
merch.
merch.
Get it where it is. Thank y'all for allowing us to do this from the house today. I kind of liked it. Didn't think.